and he was met with suspicion. People were wondering, has this guy really changed? Has he really changed? Are we to take his word for it? They were keeping him at a distance. They were still afraid of him. They were suspecting him. But over time, we know the story of Paul. That over time, because of his actions, because of the fruit that he produced, people were no longer in doubt as to whether this man actions, only with his teachings, only with the new life that he expressed or lived out after his encounter with the risen Lord, that people came to the realization that this guy can be trusted. We can listen to what he says. We can be with him. We can now identify him as part of us, only because of his actions, only because of his fruits. In our second reading today, we are reminded that love is always expressed in action. That we must show the love that we profess. At weddings, the couple stand before God and the community and profess their love for one another. At that level, it is just words. How do you go on to live as husbands and wives? At the profession of faith, we profess our love for God, our love for the church. How do we go on to live that profession of faith? The second reading says, it must be in your actions, in the kindness you show to one another as couples, in the forgiveness that comes up from time to time, in the generosity that I show to my brothers and sisters. Those are the actions of love. So in other words, the language of love is not limited to words. It is also in action, and especially in action. Show me your faith and I will show you my actions. In our gospel reading today, you remember last Sunday, Jesus tells us something about himself. He tells us something of his identity. He said, I am the good shepherd. I am the good shepherd. It means that there are shepherds that are not good. Today he tells us something different, something still about himself. He says, I am the true vine. I am the true vine. In other words, there could be vines that are fake. There could be vines that are dead. There could be vines that cannot help the branches. It is possible from what he says. A common way of producing fruits these days is through grafting. You take a bit of this plant and you put it on another plant and it shoots out and produce fruit that are improved, fruits that are better. Say you cut that small branch and you put it on a dead tree. A tree that is dead already. A tree that could not support itself. A vine, a stalk that could not support itself, that was dying. That branch that you bring upon it will die as well, because it is not connected to the source of life. It is not connected to water. It is not connected to nutrients. It will die. And it is in that same logic that Jesus tells us today, cut off from me, you will do nothing. But I say, in the interpretation of what Jesus is saying, that if you are cut off from Jesus, it is not true that you will do nothing.